Back now to one of our top stories this hour. Will the president intervene in Nelson Mandela Bay's water crisis? Well, he's there this afternoon together with the Water and Sanitation Minister, Lindokuhle. This Mandela Day, maybe the residents' cry for government to intervene will finally fall on fertile ground and maybe something concrete will be done. Lindokuhle Xulu, our reporter, is there following that visit this morning, covering it for us here on Today. Good afternoon, Lindokuhle. What's the latest you can tell us? What's the President, Lindokuhle, and the rest of the government officials been up to?
Well, it's been a busy day today in the Eastern Cape, particularly around areas of the Nelson Mandela Bay. We do know that they have been battling with issues of day zero, saying that they need to sort that out because there were those issues around water. There's been challenges when it comes to climate, not having sufficient rain for about 7 years now. So those are some of the things that we are seeing being intervened against today. We are seeing the President leading, of course, that particular entourage together with the Premier, Ubabu Oscar Mabuyane of Eastern Cape, as well as Babu Senjomchunu, who is the Water and Sanitation Minister. But they are basically here to say that while there is an observation of International Day, of an International Mandela Day, what they will be doing is contributing meaningfully, as well as to lobby some of the communities around these areas to also be part of the solution as far as this is concerned. But I will just take Ubaba Oscar Mabuyane, who is the Premier, like I said, of Eastern Cape, just to get a sense really of some of these things. Thank you so much for joining us, Mkhulu. Today you are in fact on the ground on this important day, Mandela Day, but you are in fact trying to lobby communities to be part of the solution of protecting some of the water sources around the area. Just give us a sense of what today is meant to be in terms of some of the contribution you are bringing as well as interventions.
Thank you very much, Lindokuhle. Also greetings to Braden at the studio. Well, as you have said, we are hard at work. Indeed, we are doing everything possible to really find solution to the challenge that we have, a serious hydraulic challenge that we have been experiencing here for some time. This area has been hit hard by the very serious drought for the last 7 years. We have tried our best to really mitigate that, but now we are working through the district development model. National is here, local is here. We're doing everything. We're investing as well from government point of view to really increase capacity for our water storage. As you have seen that the water treatment plants that we have visited today, the two of them, government has put not less than $1 billion there, at $500 million each. So it shows you that we are doing something about this. But of course now is to call people to work with us. Really, this is a serious national disaster, I must put it like that. But it needs a cooperation. When we talk about pushing back the day zero, it needs everyone to play his or her part, all households to do that. We don't want it to get into that point of day zero. We have put in place some water restrictions. We want people to understand and cooperate. Yes, of course, it's a challenging time. Water is life. People cannot survive without water. We are happy that President is here to work with us, also to realize and see what we have been also talking about. He has moved around. We are from now at North Gheda to see what work is being done there. So we're quite happy as a province, and we see people here, we see volunteers. People are actually supporting government initiatives. We see business, we see Coca-Cola. So it shows that people are willing to help and find solutions together with government on the ground.
Nelson Mandela Bay is on the spotlight in terms of them being so close to, in fact, day zero, but it is in fact a provincial problem as far as climate change is concerned, the lack of rains and all of that. And you are putting in infrastructure, I do know, in terms of Nelson Mandela Bay, but just give us a provincial aspect and outlook in terms of how it's looking, the water issues, but also the interventions that will go beyond just responding, but also being proactive in terms of understanding that climate change is going to bring more challenging things as far as this is concerned.
Province needs a lot of investment. You'd understand this is a part of the country that has been neglected for so long, from the colonial apartheid system, but also for the last 30 years, we haven't done much in terms of putting investment on the water infrastructure, etc. A lot is being done now to really try to catch up. We're coming from a very low base, unfortunately. If you look at our province situation, we've got about 6 perennial rivers flowing from the mountain to the Indian Ocean non-stop. And that tells you there's a problem with that. Hence, we are speaking to President and Minister to say we need Mzimvubu Dam soonest. That dam will be able to help us on the eastern part of the province. This is the only area that is actually exposed on this drought challenge. The other part of the province has got no really issues of drought. We've had enjoyed a lot of rains, floods that were coming there, also being disastrous, of course. But this part has been part without rain. It's a problem that we have. Hence, we have gone now to look at how best are we able to get water underground. All the boreholes that we were launching this morning, assisted by the NGO, Gift of Givers, and all the other people that are also working with us. We've seen Coca-Cola doing the other one on the other part of the town. So we are working with business to really realize the potential we have and put all resources together to make sure that we are able to serve our people. Our people need water. So we are working on that. In terms of the province, we still need a lot of support and investment. Our municipalities to really lift up, because some are really underspending on the infrastructure grants that they have, where they should be able to increase capacity. We've got dams here that are full in Bizana that cannot reticulate water from the dam to the people because of lack of funds that we have, but also with the poor management of those few legal funds that we have. Also, we are putting that under microscopic view to make sure that we attend to such problems, inefficiencies, and everyone must also play his or her part to ensure that we lift our province and take it to a higher pedestal.
Oscar Mabuyane, the Premier of Eastern Cape, just giving us a sense in terms of the provincial outlook of things, what they are trying to do, but they've been focused in this particular area of Nelson Mandela Bay. They're saying they do not have necessarily challenges in other areas except for just the development of the infrastructure. So what the President will be coming here to do, as my colleague just turns and tries to show you, is to lead some of the communities that are around some of the water sources, some of the rivers, to say that cleanup as well as protecting of the water sources must in fact be first and foremost to some of those that are living nearby. So this is what the President is leading, the campaign of clear rivers to ensure that they protect water sources while government battles with issues of trying to sort out the supply of water as well as infrastructure. Oscar Mabuyane, they're taking us through the fact that they haven't spent less than $1 billion in terms of what is happening in Nelson Mandela Bay, but they are saying that they'll need the intervention as well as the participation of these residents. And in this International Mandela Day, that is exactly what they are coming here to do, to encourage this particular act of voluntarism so that they'll be able to protect together with the communities this infrastructure. I'm hearing screams on the other side, perhaps signaling the fact that President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived after, of course, Lindokuhle Xulu, the minister, as well as Babu Oscar Mabuyane, the mayor as well of Nelson Mandela Bay, is also around here. But you are seeing the crowds here screaming, just showing you that they are taking it very seriously in terms of the campaign to ensure that they lead and actually encourage some of those that are, that are going to be part of the cleanup process as well as the protection of this infrastructure. My colleague is trying to actually move to give you those shots of the President arriving here at this particular community in Nelson Mandela Bay, but I can tell you that there's scores and scores of people, which is what I believe they would be hoping for, to say that as many of these people are, they are trying to encourage them to be conscious as well as to be part of the solution as far as protecting the little water sources and water resource that they have in these particular areas. Lots of people have in fact turned out here, but the President will be leading some of those cleanup campaigns that you'll be seeing in and around some of these areas.
There you have it. That's Lindokuhle Xulu on the very latest there with those live visuals coming from a part of the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro.